Never open the door to a lesser evil, for other and greater ones invariably slink in after it. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. A synonym is a word you use when you can't spell the other one. The best skill at cards is knowing when to discard. Friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evil. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Two kinds of people are good at foreseeing danger: those who have learned it at their own expense, and the clever people who learn a great deal at the expense of others. Further advice in a joke is sometimes more useful than the most serious teaching. A beautiful woman should break her mirror early. It is better to sleep on things beforehand than lie awake about them afterward. One should cultivate good habits of memory, for it is capable of making existence a paradise or an inferno. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. Never contend with a man who has nothing to lose. There are rules to luck. Not everything is chance for the wise. Luck can be helped by skill. Life is a warfare against the malice of others. O life, you should never have begun, but since you did, you should never end. Dreams will get you nowhere. A good kick in the pants will take you a long way. The great art of giving consists in this: the gift should cost very little, and yet be greatly coveted, so that it may be the more highly appreciated. True friendship multiplies the good in life and divides its evils. Strive to have friends, for life without friends is like life on a desert island. To find one real friend in a lifetime is a good fortune. To keep him is a blessing. There's no greater absurdity than taking everything seriously. Things do not pass for what they are, but for what they seem. Most things are judged by their jackets. Great ability develops and reveals itself increasingly with every new assignment. Better mad with the rest of the world than wise alone. The happy are an exception who enjoy innocently their simple happiness. Know how to ask. There is nothing more difficult for some people, nor for others easier. Things have their time, even eminence bows to timeliness. Never do anything when you are in a temper, for you will do everything wrong. Every fool stands convinced, and everyone convinced is a fool. The faultier a person's judgment, the firmer their convictions. When you counsel someone, you should appear to be reminding him of something he had forgotten, not of the light he was unable to see. Attempt easy tasks as if they were difficult, and difficult as if they were easy, in the one case that confidence may not fall asleep, in the other that it may not be dismayed. Memory is not only unruly, leaving us in the lurch when most needed, but stupid as well, putting its nose into places where it is not wanted. You should therefore never reveal what causes you pain or pleasure, so that the former may quickly end and the latter long continue. Nor should we lose heart if something doesn't please someone, for there'll always be someone else it does. To be of use and to know how to show yourself of use is to be twice as useful. Be extraordinary in your excellence, if you like, but be ordinary in your display of it. There is always time to add a word, never to withdraw one. At 20 a man is a peacock, at 30 a lion, at 40 a camel, at 50 a serpent, at 60 a dog, at 70 an ape, and at 80 nothing. We have eyelids but not eyelids, for the ears are the portals of learning, and nature wanted to keep them wide open. Everyone could have been pre-eminent at something, if they had been aware of their best quality. Don't take the wrong side of an argument just because your opponent has taken the right side. Be open to suggestion. No one is so perfect that they may not need advice from time to time. Know your unlucky days, for they exist. Nothing will work out right, and even though you change your game, your bad luck will remain. The whole of life should be a process of deliberation to choose the right course. Reflection and foresight provide the means of living in anticipation. True friendship multiplies the good in life and divides its evils. Strive to have friends, for life without friends is like life on a desert island. To find one real friend in a lifetime is good fortune. To keep him is a blessing. The most and best of us depend on others. We have to live either among friends or among enemies. We often have to put up with most from those on whom we most depend. Be a combination of a dove and a serpent, not a monster, but a prodigy. Everything has its time. Even what's outstanding is subject to changing taste. He that can live alone resembles the brute beast in nothing, the sage in much and God in everything. Moderation is necessary even in our desire for knowledge so as not to know things badly. There is no better remedy for disorder than to let it run its course. It will then disappear on its own. When your opponent sees into your reasoning like a lynx, conceal your thoughts like an inky squid. Do not be held a cheat, even though it is impossible to live today without being one. Let your greatest cunning lie in covering up what looks like cunning. Be slow in enjoyment, quick at work, for men see work ended with pleasure, pleasure ended with regret. Many people spend time studying the properties of animals or herbs. How much more important it would be to study those of people with whom we must live or die. The more pains you take with a thing, the more should you conceal them, so that it may appear to arise spontaneously from your own natural character. Sublime in action, lofty in thought, in all things like a king, at least in merit if not in might. For true kingship lies in spotless rectitude, and he need not envy greatness who can serve as a model of it.